welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will teach you how to describe sets into methods, and these methods are rooster or tabular form and set builder form. But before we go on with our lesson, we will discuss first some basic commonly used notations. So we have 11 notations or symbols that we were going to apply in this topic. Number one, R. The capital letter R is the set of real numbers, and R positive sign is the set of positive real numbers. So these are real numbers that are greater than 0. Greater than แปลว่ามากกว่า0นะครับ Number 3, we have r raised to the power of negative sign. These are numbers that are less than 0. These are real numbers that are less than 0. Less than 0 แปลว่าน้อยกว่า0นะครับน้อยกว่า0 For number 4 and 5, they are like sister, like they are always together. Q for rational numbers, Q complement is for irrational numbers. Well, in Thai version, they call it takaya or atakaya. So you just have to look for the definition for this. But this Q and Q complement, we are not really going to use these symbols. Rather, we are going to use basic symbols. Okay. So for number 6, what we have here is I or letter Z. It means integers, and integers has 3 types. These are 0, positive numbers, so these are 1, 2, 3 to the positive infinity, and -1, -2, -3 to the negative infinity. Okay, so in number 7, we also have letter W. It means whole numbers. So this is just also a numbers. However, it starts with 0. So make it sure that you can identify the difference between an integer, a whole number, and a natural number. So whole numbers, it means that these are numbers that are greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Now for number 8 and 9, this is what I'm trying to tell you a while ago regarding integer. We have I อยู่กำลังบวกนะครับ It means I raised to the power of positive sign. These are numbers that are only positive numbers, okay? Number 9 is I raised to the power of negative sign. These numbers are only negative numbers, okay? 0 is not included in this because negative integers are less than 0. So number 10, n is the set of natural numbers. So this is the natural number that I'm talking to you a while ago. Natural number starts with 1, okay? So let's go back with whole number. See, whole number starts with 0, but natural number starts with 1. But both of them are positive numbers, okay? So number 11 is what you call the element or member of. So it means number 11, we discussed this already in our week 1 lesson about element, okay? So now since we have a basic introduction of basic notations, I think we are ready to go on with our topic this morning. Okay, let me click on that. So this PowerPoint that I created, I make it sure that this is very easy to understand. So what I did, I separate 2 columns for each methods of describing sets. So in this left side, the left side on your screen is what you call the rooster or tabular form. Now you know already the linking verb or ru, so it means you can use rooster form ก็ได้ tabular form ก็ได้ so ไม่มีปัญหา no problem with that. So the same set builder form or algebraic form. Well, it is always up to you which word is easy to remember, then you are good to go. So if algebraic is more difficult than set builder form, I think you can go with builder form. So what is a raster or tabular form? When you say raster or tabular form, you have to write all the elements of the set. So listed, it means you have to write all the elements of the set. Now, since we are talking sets, um, we always need to use braces to start the set, and we also need to enclose the set. And of course, once we are done writing the elements, we have to apply the comma symbol. This one, it represents. It means that these elements are being separated. So after a comma, that is already counted as one of the element. Okay. Then later I'll give more example. And the last one is the three dots. You see that the color red, the three dots, it represents continuity of such pattern. It means we can apply this if the elements are very long to write, but it has an ending point. It has an ending elements rather. So please do not be confused with that. I will give examples later. So let's move on to the set builder form or algebraic form. When you say set builder form, we describe the set. So can you see the difference? Rooster, we write the elements, but in set builder form, we describe the set. So in describing set in in set builder form, we use symbol or symbols to the elements of the set and even the name of the set as well. But when it comes to using the elements, we use the letters in English alphabet that will be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, F to Z. Okay. Now it could be also used in place of X. So it's not only X, right? So of course, since it's also a set builder form and we are always talking sets here, we also need to apply the braces. This one. This is an open braces and this is the closed braces to represent the set of all. And the last part for this, when you are going to describe the set using set builder form, you have to use this straight line. It means such, in English we call it such that, but I do my research in Thai. The language version is doi ti. Okay, so this one is doi ti. Okay. Now let's proceed to our first example. So I am going to use the same example, however different way how to express the answer. So number one, the set of whole numbers that are factors of 16. Now in order to answer this, what you have to do is you have to understand first the problem. Now when you say whole numbers, we discussed that already, that whole numbers is written by a capital letter of W. Let me write that. There you go. So that is a whole number. Okay. Sorry about that. Now, so in this manner, what we have here, the next one is what is the factors of 16? So what is factor? So when you say factor, hold on. When you say factor, this one, it means multiplication times. So what numbers that when you multiply to each other, you will get 16. So let's say for 16, we have 1, this one, 1 times 16 is 16, right? So we will have the same answer, so 16. So therefore, 1 and 16 are factors. What else? We can have 2 times 8. So 2 times 8 is also 16, right? So 2 and 8 are also factors of 16. Now, maybe you are wondering, where do we get 4? Now 4, we get that as 4 times 4. So that will be equal to 16. Oh my god, I'm sorry about that. This is so funny. Sorry. So that will be 4. Okay, 4 times 4. Sorry about that. My pen is not really working well. There you go. So 4 times 4 is 16. However, 4 and 4 are the same element. So in writing sets, if they are the same element, we have to write only one time. So therefore, this is now the element of factors of 16 in rooster or tabular form. So we have the braces, we have the closed braces, and then we also write the elements. So we have 1, comma 2, comma 4, comma 8, comma 16. Now you can also write this as you can have 16, you can have 8 as well. You can have 4. Okay, you can have 2 and 1. Actually, salapkan ka dai. Okay, may panha. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay. And the next one is what you call the set builder form or algebraic form. So what is a algebraic form? So algebraic form, the answer for that here. So we have, of course, the braces, which is very important. So we have x such that x, there you go. So x such that x is an element of W because we are talking about whole numbers. And if we cannot write, if we cannot write it in mathematical notation, we can write it in words. So it's just really fine. So that will be x is a factor of 16. That's it. That's the answer. So that's the answer in set builder form. Okay. Now I'll give more examples so you can have a better understanding of this topic. For number 2 example, what we have here, the set of integers between 1 and 4. When you say between, it means lawang. What are the numbers between 1 and 4? So from the symbol here, from the symbol here, integers, there you go. From the word integers, you have already an idea that these symbols are I or Z. Okay, so since it is not specified if it's positive, 0, or whatever, but you have to understand this last statement between 1 and 4. So what are the numbers between 1 and 4? So the answer will be 2 and 3. Okay, so that will be 2 and 3. So that is the answer. Braces, the elements 2, comma, 3, and then close braces. So how are you going to write it in set builder form? So the same manner. Well, you have your x such that x is an element of I. So this one is an I. Okay, this is an integer. Okay. Okay, integer where you can have a positive sign at the top. So it'll be I to the positive sign. So we can have x greater than 1 and x is less than 4. So the answer is 2 over 3. We can also use 2 greater than equal to x, and oh my god, what should I do like this? Why it's always gone easily? Well, anyway, you can also use this one like 2 greater than equal to x and less than equal to 3. Okay, that will be the same answer. So I will consider that. Okay, okay, let's move on to the next example. Okay, for number 3, what we have here for number 3, the set of whole numbers less than 50. So when you say less than, okay, this one is noy kwa hasip, no? Noy kwa hasip. So whole number. So it will start at 0. And then as you can see, since the elements are too long, you can apply the 3 dots, it represents continuity of such pattern. So that will be 0, 1, 2, 3, dot, 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 to 49 because it's less than 50. There you go. And then, so how are you going to write your answer in the set builder form? So very easy as well. You can have like this: x such as x is an element of w, which is the whole number, and x is less than 50. Okay. Well, anyway, in this way of describing set, it has many ways to do it. So I will not be so strict with that. I will check your answer, and if your answer is valid, I will mark it correct. Okay? So just don't really worry about that. Just make it sure that you are following the method or the way how to describe set using set builder form and roster or tabular form. Okay. Now let's proceed for another example. So these are the set of positive even numbers. So even numbers, these are positive even numbers. So these are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and dot 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 to the positive infinity. So in this example, it did not, it did not state that there is a last element in this type of example. So it looked like this. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then comma. Sorry, I forgot to put a comma. Always remember that you have to put comma. There you go, comma. And then there will be dot 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 because it is an even number, so it goes on to the positive infinity. So how are you going to write the answer in set builder form? It's just the same. Since we cannot write them in mathematical symbol, I think this is fair enough. You can have x such that x, so x doi px is a positive even number. So as simple as that. Okay, or you can also say that x such that x is an element of integers, positive integers that are positive even number. However, that answer is a bit too long, so I think this answer is fair enough. Okay, now let's move on to number 5 example. There you go. So for number 5, I think this is just the same what we have a while ago. Okay. Okay. So I think that's all for this lesson. So please try to read the notes that I uploaded in our online Moodle. So let me show you here. Yeah, there you go. So this is our Moodle. I already uploaded my PowerPoint presentation. So that is also the same on the video that I show you to you a while ago. And you can also try some examples here. And if you have questions regarding this, I think you can ask me to help you out. Okay, so after you watch the video, you can go back to the Moodle and you can try answering the homework. So there, you just have to click the homework. There you go, and then you just click the file, and you can send it to me in PDF form. Okay, so however, if you have a problem sending the homework to me, you can go onto my page. There you go. You can add my QR code in line, and I'll be happy to assist you with that matter. And you can also send your answer in my email address, jordyclark_bucklepool@yahoo.com. Okay, so this is now the topic. So please don't forget to click like and subscribe in my channel. Okay, have a great day everyone.